Friday, August 27th, I'm Thalia Hayden. We do have a lot to get to at this hour, so let's get right to it. New at 11, we have gotten word that one of the Marines killed in Kabul has ties to the Coachella Valley. Out of respect for the family, we are waiting for the official word from authorities before we report his name. Now, this information comes after an attack at Kabul's airport yesterday that killed 13 U.S. service members and at least 90 Afghans. Various flights are going in and out of Kabul's airport this midday after two suicide bombers attacked crowds of people trying to get into the airport. The group ISIS-K is claiming responsibility. Please be aware some of the footage you're about to see may be disturbing to our viewers. Karen Kaifa reports.
The day after a terrorist attack at the Kabul airport killed 13 U.S. service members and scores of Afghans. The Navy confirmed one U.S. sailor was among the dead, along with 10 U.S. Marines.
We have seen firsthand how dangerous that mission is, but ISIS will not deter us from accomplishing this mission.
A White House senior official says President Biden plans to reach out to their families after they've been notified. Despite Thursday's attack, the White House says U.S. military aircraft evacuated around 8,500 people between 3 a.m. Eastern Thursday and 3 a.m. Eastern Friday. Coalition flights evacuated another 4,000.
Some gates have been closed, as we reported, but American citizens, SIV applicants, and vulnerable Afghans who have the designated and proper credentials will continue to be processed for departure from the airfield.
More than 18,000 evacuees had been taken through Ramstein Air Base in Germany as of Friday morning. The evacuees then departing on civilian flights to resettlement locations, most in the U.S.
They're starting a new life. This is going to be a frightening experience for them. But it has the potential to be an excellent experience for them.
Back at Kabul's airport, the large crowds previously seen lined up outside the gates have thinned, with the Taliban blocking access to the main gates. Countries including Spain, Italy, and Sweden ended their evacuation operations Friday. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Also in Washington this morning, the American flag lowered to half-staff to honor our service members killed in the attack. Again, we have learned that one of the victims is a Marine with ties to the Coachella Valley. Flags will fly at half-staff at all federal buildings and grounds through sunset on Monday, the day before U.S. forces are scheduled to pull out completely from Afghanistan. And just a little while ago, we heard from President Biden speaking about the U.S. military personnel killed in Kabul during a meeting in the Oval Office with new Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. Now, the president vows the U.S. evacuation effort is a worthy mission that will continue.
Let me begin by once again acknowledging the bravery and the sacrifice that our military makes every single day, and the loss of those Americans and Marines and sailor and Army personnel is tragic.
I want to extend our condolences and deep sadness for the loss of American lives in Kabul. The American service members lost their lives while on a mission to save other people's lives, and that's the very definition of courage and sacrifice. May they rest in peace. That's the very definition of courage and sacrifice. May they rest in peace.
More than 12,000 were lifted to safety in the last 24 hours. All right, let's lighten it up, get a check on our weekend weather, and
instead of lightening it up, let's heat it up.
Heat it up, exactly. Yeah. My goodness, I felt it yesterday.
Yeah, we had temps in the middle one teens, and that will be the case again today, somewhat tomorrow. The numbers go down gradually, but yeah, we're going to deal with the heat through the weekend. Right now, beautiful outside right at this moment. We have a lot of blue skies in our Agua Caliente casino cam, but we have excessive heat warnings to tell you all about. Well, right now, 108 degrees, winds, you're not going to get any relief from that. Right now, very, very light, but it's very dry out there. 10% relative humidity, going to be hanging around that number the rest of the day, but that will change too. We're going to get some moisture into Southern California. Satellite, nothing to show there, as is radar. You don't have any clouds, yeah, you don't have any rain. So surface analysis right now does have a ridgified pressure, which is centered actually well to the east of us, but kind of elongating into the southwest. And that's going to elevate those temps well above average today. A range of highs between 114 and 117. That is hot. Lots of sunshine. Onshore flow getting a little breezy late in the day, but that's all the relief you're going to get from the heat during late afternoon hours. It's going to be a quick warm up too, eventually getting to those peak numbers around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Plenty of sunshine to go with those numbers. That includes 115 at Palm Springs, Thousand Palms, Indio, 116 today. Desert Hot Springs, a little breezy late in the day with 111, 101, Yucca Valley, 105 at Cabazon. Now that excessive heat warning has been extended through Sunday. Numbers come down gradually each and every day through Sunday, getting close to 110 by Sunday afternoon. But it's going to be hot. Same for the heat advisory. For the Inland Empire, they'll get up to 105 today and tomorrow. Comfort Air 3-day forecast, yeah, still up there. Heads up with the heat through Sunday. 115 today, 113 tomorrow, 111 on Sunday. After that, monsoonal moisture moves in, a little bit of humidity too. I'll explain. Full forecast in 7 day, minutes away.
Coronavirus coverage brought to you by East Valley COVID-19 testing site, serving residents of eastern Coachella Valley.
More than 100,000 Americans are hospitalized with COVID-19, a level we haven't seen since January 30th. And that's before vaccines were widely available. In the South, hospitalizations are at the highest. While the news sounds distressing, deaths are far lower. We saw about 3,100 a day in January. Now it's about 1,100. On the local side of things, Coachella Valley Unified School District now has a live tracker for COVID cases. The district is reporting 40 COVID cases, most of them students at Coachella Valley High School. Parents can access the tracker on the district's website, cvusd.us. 2/3 of eligible Coachella Valley residents are now vaccinated. Those are the latest numbers from the county health department. Now, to reach herd immunity, 80% of people would need to be vaccinated. That would be approximately 96,000 more people. Palm Springs is trying to help out. They're stepping up efforts requiring anyone wanting to go to a bar or restaurant to show you have proof of vaccination or proof of a negative test taken within 72 hours. And that is in effect right now. The order does not apply to kids younger than 12. We spoke to people in Palm Springs, some in favor of this decision.
I agree with it. I'm a nurse, so I totally agree with it. You know when you're inside that you're around other people who have had their vaccine as well.
Again, you can bring your physical card, a photocopy, a picture of it, or documentation from a healthcare provider. The Supreme Court says evictions are to resume. The court blocked the extension of the Biden administration's eviction moratorium. A majority of the justices ruled the only way the eviction moratorium could continue was if Congress specifically authorized it. But California renters will not be impacted. Our state still has an eviction moratorium in effect. And now to the California wildfires burning at this hour. A wind-driven fire broke out Thursday in the Santa Ana River bottom in Yarupa Valley. That fire quickly burned about 10 acres. Cal Fire crews worked to contain it before the fire reached homes. Right now, no word yet on how it started. And the South Fire. This one took out 4 homes. Some families have returned to assess the damage. 87-year-old Margarita Hernandez lived in her home 35 years and lost it all in one day. Her granddaughter says Mrs. Hernandez left with her dog and the clothes on her back.
We thought we would raise our grandkids in there, and we work hard for it and everything, and now everything's gone.
So sad. FEMA and the Governor's Office of Emergency Services say federal and state aid is not available right now because there has been no local emergency proclamation from San Bernardino County. A different yet very similar story in Northern California as firefighters there are experiencing conditions they've never seen before. Since Wednesday, nearly 35 new fires started, forcing hundreds of people to leave. Fires this season are growing faster because it's so dry and the winds just add to that problem. Winds are certainly working against firefighters' efforts in that Caldor fire. Officials expanded evacuation orders for several areas as crews work to hold back that fire. It's burned 139,000 acres and 12% contained only. There's still a lot of worry about the fire moving into the Lake Tahoe basin. It is 9 past the hour this midday, and still ahead, we are highlighting a local business giving back to our community. Tony Fan has that story. And as we head to break, we leave you with a live look outside from our Walter Clark Highway 111 camera. This in Rancho Mirage. You're watching Midday News. Happy Friday.
To achieve perfection, it takes quality craftsmanship, unique designs, timeless elegance. To find the perfect gift for the perfect occasion, it takes El Paseo Jewelers. We define perfection.
Mathis Brothers is the destination for great deals on beautiful rugs. And going on now during our annual rug fair, you can save 10% off all Da Vinci rugs. Da Vinci is our own brand of handmade rugs from India. Choose from modern and contemporary to classic timeless designs, knowing that quality and prices are beyond compare. We buy direct and pass tremendous savings on to you. Get 10% off Da Vinci rugs during our annual rug fair going on now at Mathis Brothers.
Hi, I'm Mark Williams. I'm the owner of Tattoo Marks Estate Sales. I've been serving the Coachella Valley now since 1986 and have completed almost 1,000 estate sales. If you are downsizing to a smaller home, have a parent or loved one moving into assisted living,
Welcome back. We are highlighting a local business giving back to the community this Friday. Tony Fan tells us about a skate shop in Desert Hot Springs helping out local students.
Our outreach has gone above and beyond what anything I could ever expected.
Mass More Better Skate Shop in Desert Hot Springs is seeing tons of kids rolling in on a daily basis. Why? Well, because of comfort it provides.
And it's a place they can hang out, feel safe and comfortable. It's been something that even the local community has started to put a lot of heart in, helping us out with donations and kids themselves. The kids themselves come by even when they don't want to just hang out, they're looking for something to do.
Many kids that come in are from tougher backgrounds and just like the idea of a safe place after school.
Home life is pretty alright. I live with my two sisters in this little studio apartment, and my school life is good too. I just need to catch up on my grades because before the shop, I gave up on my grades because of COVID.
The senior at DHSHS says the skate shop is a major blessing for him and helps him keep his bearings on a daily basis.
It's pretty fun. It gives me a distraction from everything, an escape from everything. Well, it helped me motivation-wise because in order to be here, in order to be cool, Dave, he always tells me to do good in school. So I always try to do good in school now.
The shop is currently working with the local high school to help kids skate into a real-life work experience.
So our after-school program is just starting up. It's through the high school, and it's with a program called Workability. The kids will be able to come in and put in time towards work experience. And it'll be anything from customer service to, putting a skateboard together and the basics of skateboarding.
Kids as young as 14 years old can start in the Workability program, and they're hoping to extend it to middle schools as well. Reporting for NBC Palm Springs, I'm Tony Fan.
It is 14 past the hour, and here is that live look for you from our Rancho Mirage Agua Caliente Casino cam. Jerry's got your full forecast and your weather deets coming up on Midday News. Welcome back. Jerry and I are just here talking about the weekend because people tend to get excited on Fridays, weekend coming up.
Yeah, I can't wait for the weekend because I'm going to go on an early morning Sunday Jeep tour through the San Andreas Fault.
Oh, lovely.
So
that should be fun.
Yes.
How's the weather going to be for that?
Well, in the morning it should be okay, but yeah, it's going to be another toasty one with temps at or slightly above 110 on Sunday. But it gets better with that, with the numbers going down, but the humidity goes up.
Is it cool to always know what the weather's going to be? Like, you don't have to ask anybody, you know.
Well, it's kind of weird because whenever I go to grocery shop or something like that,
it's the first question people ask you.
Hey, what's the weather? You know. Very close to tying a record. Right now, already 108 degrees, light winds, 10% relative humidity. Yeah, it's dry out there with that heat. Satellite, yeah, quiet there. Radar, yeah, no clouds, no rain. So that'll be the situation through this coming weekend. Then things change early next week. But today, 114 to 117, going to be hot because of a high pressure center, which is centered to our east, but close enough